The fleet maintenance system allows you to maintain a fleet of vehicles and/or equipment for one or more departments. The maintenance costs are tracked and service alerts can be added by miles, hours, or days. Labor, parts, and outside service can be entered on the work order. Fuel usage can be entered or imported from an automated gas system. You can optionally set up departmental billing for fuel or service work. A Quick Start menu will be displayed when you start the program. The Quick Start menu contains most of the options required for running the program. Select System Variables form from the Quick Start menu, or you can also select the System Variables form from the System menu. The System Variables form stores the name of the data folder containing the data files used by the system and other options for the program. The data location can be changed by clicking on the Select Directory button. The Select Directory button will allow you to navigate on your system to the folder containing the data files. Select your preference for the other choices available on the form and press Confirm to save your responses. The Quick Start menu and Data Entry drop-down bar menu allow access to all data entry forms. When implementing the system, you will first want to enter your vehicle and equipment in the Vehicle Master File. Before doing this, you may want to create your valid lists of vehicle types, special codes, and vehicle codes. These fields are available on the Vehicle Master File form and are used for categorizing your vehicles and equipment. The table data entry forms are the last three data entry forms on the Data Entry menu. After setting up your table files, you will want to make an entry in the Vehicle Master File form for each piece of equipment to be tracked by the system. The Vehicle Master File data entry form consists of 5 pages. Click on the tabs to change from one page to another. The Vehicle Information page, displayed here, contains basic information about the vehicle. The cost per hour and cost per mile will be used by other public government software modules for costing the use of the vehicle. When producing FEMA reports, you may elect to use the FEMA code and FEMA rate, also available on this page of the Vehicle Master File form. The type, special code, and vehicle code fields can be selected from the table files you have previously set up. The Service History page of the Vehicle Master File is where you can set up service checks for each vehicle. There is a preventive maintenance check and 5 variable checks that can be created for each piece of equipment. The variable checks are identified by a selected maintenance code. Enter the miles, days, and hours between each check in the appropriate rows to prompt a service check for the selected maintenance code. When job or fluid entries are made for the selected maintenance code, the mileage last done, date last done, hours last done, and target information is updated in the Vehicle Master File. The last updated date, mileage, and hours fields are updated for all job and fluid entries made after the last updated date on this page of the Vehicle Master File. The Maintenance Code Totals page contains totals for each of the maintenance codes used in the system. The Recalculate Maintenance Code Totals option on the Maintenance menu allows you to recalculate these totals for any date range. You may want these totals to reflect lifetime costs or yearly costs. The reports can be used to get totals for any time period. On the Notes Picture page, you can keep extended notes regarding the vehicle. You can also choose a picture you would like to display. Click on the Select Picture button and choose a picture to be displayed for this vehicle. The path to the picture is stored with the record, and the picture will be displayed whenever you view the page. Click the Standard Parts tab to view a list of the standard parts used by this vehicle. You can enter these parts when you create the vehicle record, or you can build the list as you do maintenance on the vehicle. We'll see how you can build this list later in the presentation. If there are no parts displayed on this list, you will need to right-click and choose Add Record to add the first record. Down arrow Enter will create records after the first record exists. The next data entry form we will look at is the Maintenance Code Table File form. Maintenance codes are simply codes that classify what type of work is being done on a vehicle. The maintenance codes can be grouped by using a custom classification. The maintenance code table file contains one record for each maintenance code used by the system. When you install the program, you will begin with the 39 standard codes. You can add new codes to this list and/or enter your internal code to the existing standard code records. Multiple codes can be grouped together by using the Custom Classification field. Determine how you would like to group your costs and create a list of custom classifications. Press F10 while your cursor is in the Custom Classification field and you can select from your list. Choose whether this maintenance code is a maintenance cost or an operation cost. The cost table file can be used for storing part costs and/or labor rates. Most often, part costs are stored in the Garage & Parts Inventory Master file, and labor rates are stored in the Employee Rates file. Labor rates stored in this file should have the labor maintenance code. You may need this file to identify which type of fuel you are importing from an automated fuel system. The product codes in this file may be mapped to fuel types in an automated fuel system. If you maintain and/or fuel vehicles for multiple departments, you'll want to make an entry for each department in the department file. The department can be selected on the Vehicle Master File form to identify which department owns the vehicle. For departments that you may fuel but do not require maintenance from your office, you can select N or No for vehicle maintenance on this form. This will allow you to import fuel records for a department without creating records for the vehicles in the Vehicle Master File. If you are interfacing with the AR Receipt Management module for billing, you can select and/or enter the AR identifier for the department on this form. The Fuel System Department number may be needed for mapping the Fuel System Department number to your department number, or they may be the same. The cardholder file can contain a record for each of your vehicle drivers. This file may be used for importing fuel records from an automated fuel system. The driver can be selected on the Vehicle Master File form to identify the driver of a vehicle. The Employee Rates file is used by several public government software modules. If you are using the Payroll module, a rate record can be created quickly by placing your cursor in the Employee Number field and selecting the employee from the Employee Master file. You will need to assign an employee ID. The employee ID can be initials or the employee number. The employee ID is used to identify your mechanics. You can create a rate record for each of your mechanics, or optionally create a generic rate record for tracking mechanics' time at a set shop rate. The Vendor Master file is used by most public government software modules. It should contain a record for each of your vendors. Click on the tabs at the top of the form to go to the different pages on the form. Next, let's talk about the Fluid File form, Form 2. Records can be added to this file in several different ways. First, you can add a record by clicking the Add button at the bottom of the form. Records can also be added during Daily Crew Worksheet entry. The third way records may be added to this file is by using the Fuel Import system on the Fuel Import menu. This system provides a way to import fuel records created by automated gas systems such as Petrovend or GasBoy. If you have an automated gas system that creates a file with the fuel transactions, a custom import program can be written to import these records. Entries in this file update the Vehicle Master file with mileage and fuel usage. The inventory item in Garage & Parts Inventory can also be updated. If you are entering your gas records, you can use the right mouse click menu option to add another fluid to this vehicle to increase data entry speed. Each time a vehicle is serviced, an entry should be made in the Job Entry form, Form 3. This form consists of 5 pages: the work order, parts, labor, outside service, and pictures pages. On the work order page, enter the vehicle number or press F10 while your cursor is in the vehicle number field to select the vehicle from the Vehicle Master file. You will hear a series of beeps and a warning will be displayed if the vehicle is due for any of the maintenance checks you have set up in the Vehicle Master file. If you will be invoicing another department for the work done on this vehicle, press F10 in the Invoice Number field to assign the next invoice number. Make sure the department information is displayed at the bottom of the page. Enter the mechanic or select the mechanic by pressing F10 while your cursor is in the mechanic field. Entering the mechanic on the work order page will create the first labor record on the labor page. Click on the Parts tab to go to the Parts page. On this page you will enter any parts used for this job. Right mouse click and select Add Record to create the first record on the page. Enter or select the maintenance code from your maintenance code list. Again, the maintenance code is just a way to group the various costs associated with a vehicle. Enter the quantity and the part, or press F10 and select the part from the cost table file or your inventory master file. The description and cost will be displayed when your cursor leaves the part field. If you are using Garage & Parts Inventory, the inventory master file will be updated and a usage record will be created for each part on this page. If the part is not in your Garage & Parts Inventory file, you can select the option to add this part to inventory master file from the pop-up menu. The part will automatically be added to your inventory master file if you have elected to do this on the System Variables form. When a new part is added on this page, the quantity on hand will be displayed at the top right of the form if the part is found in the Garage & Parts Inventory file. The pop-up menu on this slide will be displayed with a right mouse click or when the down arrow key is pressed while your cursor is on the last record. In addition to adding new part records to the work order and adding the parts to the inventory master file, the pop-up menu also allows you to do several other things. You can choose to remove a record, duplicate a record, or edit any individual record. You can add the percentage markup for any part on the page. You can edit the inventory master file record or add the part to the vehicle's standard parts list. Click on the Labor tab to display the Labor page. If you entered the mechanic on the work order page, the first record on the labor page should already exist. If not, right mouse click will display the pop-up menu. Make as many labor entries on this page as necessary. Click on the Outside Services tab to add services from outside vendors. You can select a vendor from your vendor list or another department from your department list. As on the other pages, right mouse click will display the pop-up menu that will allow you to add the first record. Click on the Pictures tab to view any pictures you may want to associate with this work order. The paths to the pictures are stored in the work order record. Click on the Select Pictures buttons to navigate to the picture files. The location value will be created for you. Type in any captions you may want above the pictures. The pictures will be displayed on this page whenever you open the work order record. Before leaving the job entry form, let's go back to the work order page. There are more things we can do from this page of the form. First, there is a button on the top right side of the form, Pick Standard Job. This button will allow you to select any job from your standard job file. Standard jobs must be set up in the standard job file form, which we will discuss next. If a standard job is selected, all parts, labor, and outside service entries from the standard job will be added to the job record. You can also use a right mouse click from this page to display a menu with additional choices. From the menu, you can create a duplicate work order or job record with or without the detail. You can create accounts receivable records for the work order. You can add a percentage markup to all the parts on the job. You can print the work order. You can print the standard parts for the vehicle. You can view other work orders for the vehicle. You can view incomplete notes for the vehicle. If there have been note entries for this vehicle, they will be displayed. Enter a completion date in the notes if the problem has been addressed. If you click on the Pick Standard Job button, a list of all your standard jobs will be displayed. You can select the standard job from this list. If you choose to view incomplete notes from the pop-up menu on the job file, you will see any incomplete notes for the vehicle on the work order. Enter the completion date on this screen if the work order has been completed. This is the standard job form. If you have recurring jobs, you can enter them here. The entry form is similar to the job entry form. You must assign a standard job code to each standard job. This is just a unique identifier for the standard job. This is the job entry notes form. Use this form to make notes that can be reviewed when the vehicle comes in for service. Let's briefly discuss the options available on the fuel import menu. The fuel import system is an add-on for fleet maintenance. The menu options are available, but to be able to use the system, we will need to create a custom import program for your specific gas files. If you have an automated gas system that saves transaction information on the computer, this can be done. This system eliminates the need to enter gas transactions and will keep the mileages in the vehicle master file updated with each fuel transaction. After your custom import program has been created, you will be able to create an import file that will be added to the fluid file in this system. A different import layout number is assigned for each custom program. When you import records, you will simply select the gas file created by the automated fuel system and enter your import layout number. The information you enter on this screen will be saved as the default for future imports. After you create the import file, you can print service reports, print an error report that will include potential errors in the gas file, and browse and edit the file, making any necessary changes. When you are satisfied the file contains accurate data, you will then select the option to add the import file to the fluid file. You will be supplied documentation for your specific system. The departmental billing menu can be used when you have the need to create invoices for other departments. Select the fluid billing option to print invoices and/or create AR records for selected fuel records. You can select a date range and range of vehicles and departments to be included in the billing. You can choose a standard, driver detail, or driver summary invoice type report. You may send the invoices to the printer, screen, or choose not to print any invoices at all. You can create detail, summary, or no AR records. When the fluid records are selected on this screen, the invoice date field is updated in each record included. If you select yes to include only unbilled records, only records without an invoice date will be billed. Change the yes to a no to include all records. Select the job billing option to print invoices and/or create AR records for selected work orders. Remember, you can also create AR records for work orders using the right mouse click menu option during job entry. This menu option allows you to create invoices for multiple work orders. You may send the invoices to the printer, screen, or choose not to print the invoices. You can also choose to create detail, summary, or no AR records. Select a range of job invoice numbers, departments, vehicles, and job completion dates to be included in the billing. As in the fluid billing, you may choose to include only unbilled jobs, or jobs that have not been previously selected using this screen. Include service calls, repairs, preventative maintenance, or all job types. Select yes or no to include parts, labor, or outside service costs. Report selections will be displayed if you select File, Print Reports, or select Reports from the top menu. Let's first look at the Vehicle Master File reports. When you select a particular report from the menu, a selection screen will be displayed. This is the Vehicle Master File Reports selection screen. Here you may enter a range of values for various fields to be included on the report. You may also select a report type and the order for the report. You can send the report to the printer or the screen. You also have the option of creating a PDF file or an XLS file. I will select the summary with gas analysis report, ordered by vehicle, and send the report to the screen. This is a sample of a screen report. A toolbar will be displayed that will allow you to go to the top or the bottom or the next or the previous page. You may also choose to display 1, 2, or 4 pages at a time. Select a larger or smaller percentage to increase the size of the print or decrease the size of the print. You may also choose to send the report to the printer by clicking the picture of the printer. If you do not see the toolbar on your screen report, right mouse click to display a pop-up menu and left click on Toolbar. Along with the Vehicle Master File reports, there are many report selections on the report menu. Please refer to your printed documentation or online help found on Help About for specific information regarding the reports. Next, let's look at the maintenance menu. The options on this menu can be selected as needed. These functions provide maintenance activities that can be used should the need arise. The System menu contains the standard options found in all SOFWORKS applications. SOFWORKS has been working with county engineers, highway departments, and other government offices since 1984. This program is a product of the ideas and suggestions of many of our valued customers.